Anxious Andrew, as his name suggests, is one of the most timid and nervous characters in the Horrid Henry universe. In Francesca Simon's original books, Andrew is a textbook one-trait wonder, a boy so paralysed by fear that his entire personality revolves around his anxiety. But in the animated series, Andrew evolves into a far more nuanced and developed character. This transformation from book to screen is fascinating to explore, as it highlights not just Andrew's growth, but the show's ability to flash out secondary characters in a way that the books never did. In this video, we're going to explore Andrew's journey across 3 stages, and we're going to start with the books. And in the books, Andrew's character, well, it's exaggerated for comedic effect. We're going to use examples from the books, Horrid Henry's swimming lesson, and Horrid Henry's monster movie. Yes, we're going back to the 90s. I miss the 90s too, busted. I miss the 90s too. After the books, we're going to go to the TV series, starting of course with Series 1. And in Series 1, Andrew remains somewhat of a background character. He's quite close in character actually to his book counterpart, although there are subtle differences that we'll explore. And finally, we're going to explore the Season 2 episode, Horrid Henry's School Play. And in this episode, Andrew takes a starring role. Would you believe it? His character development is massive, and this episode in particular is his one true moment in the spotlight out of all 5 seasons of Horrid Henry. Let's dive into the worrying world of Anxious Andrew. Andrew, why so anxious? Yes, this video is part of my new series, Why So Horrid. I'm going to be looking in depth at secondary Horrid Henry characters. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so these videos can drop seamlessly into your feed. We got Aerobic Al up next. You're not going to want to miss that, so please do smash that subscribe button. Part 1. Book Anxious Andrew, Anxiety in Overdrive. Book Andrew is the quintessential one-trait wonder. That one trait, of course, being his relentless anxiety. To say his anxiety defines him, well, I'd say that's the understatement of the century, of the decade at least, of the 90s. He worries, he panics, he overreacts to pretty much everything. But you know what? That's what makes him such a beloved character in the Francesca Simon books, because the books actually thrive on these exaggerated personalities. So to have a character defined by anxiety, it fits the bill. In the story Horrid Henry's Swimming Lesson, we see Andrew's anxiety in full swing. When Henry tricks the class into believing there's a shark in the pool, Andrew is the first to fall for it. "There's a shark in the pool!" he screeches, his voice trembling with terror. Even when Soggy Sid, the no-nonsense swimming instructor, demands that Andrew swim, Andrew hesitates, staring into the water as if the Loch Ness Monster is lurking below. "Swim or I'll bite you myself," snarls Sid, and only then does Andrew reluctantly paddle across the pool. It's classic Andrew, easily duped, easily panicked, and hilariously endearing. In Horrid Henry's monster movie, Andrew's anxiety strikes again. During a spooky movie night organised by Rude Ralph, Andrew is already panicking before the film even starts. "I'm scared," he wails, gripping the sofa in terror. When the eerie piano music kicks in, Andrew asks, "Is it safe to look?" as if the characters on screen are about to leap out and attack him. By the time Dizzy Dave lets out an evil laugh, Andrew is shrieking so loudly that Ralph shouts, "Shut up!" Seriously though, book Anxious Andrew, he is hilarious, okay? He's a hilarious character, but like I said, he's very 1D, very one-dimensional. There's nothing to him, okay? Other than his anxiety and the fact he's scared all the time, there's nothing there, okay? In a way, he's a character with neither a head nor a tail. That's not a criticism of Francesca Simon, by the way. That's by design. She said that she wants children to feel comfortable with reading the Horrid Henry books, to feel familiar with the characters, and indeed, the books are particularly popular with autistic children. So, you know, Francesca, job well done. In a world where Dave is dizzy, in a world where Ralph is rude, in a world where Peter is, well, perfect, Andrew's anxiety fits right in. But how does he fit into the TV show, specifically Season 1? In Series 1 of the Horrid Henry TV show, Andrew is little more than a background character, and his portrayal sticks closely to the books. He's the nervous kid who flits in and out of scenes, usually screaming or panicking about something absurd. We don't get much insight into his personality, and he's often overshadowed by louder, more prominent characters. Like this time he plays football with Henry and the rest of the gang, it goes about as well as you might expect.
What should I do? To me!
One notable aspect of Series 1 Andrew is his friendship with Weepy William. These two are kindred spirits bonded by their shared emotional vulnerability. William, known for crying at the drop of a hat, often supports Andrew when he's overwhelmed. Together, they stand out from the rest of the cast, who tend to mask their emotions or channel them into anger. Smash that like button if you've ever had a good cry with a good friend. Emotional support duo goals. That's my emotional support, by the way. That little cat there, Lucky. We have a good cry together sometimes, don't we, mate? Lucky? We have a good cry? We do, don't we? We do have a good cry. I don't do most of the crying, Lucky. No, I don't. Liar. I think I offended Lucky there, because he's just left. Okay? I hope he comes back soon. Anyway, the William-Andrew dynamic is significant because it actually breaks away from the traditional kind of portrayal of male friendship that we see in children's media. Male characters, especially young boys, they're rarely shown expressing any emotion, really, let alone showing negative emotions to each other, let alone crying with each other, you know? This is quite a unique thing, really.
William! What's that you're playing with?
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way. If I could kill it, I would. But I legally can't. But I've considered it.
Oh well, hand it over anyway. Silky! She's taken Silky!
Yes, Andrew and William's friendship, it quietly normalizes emotional vulnerability, which is quite a big thing, especially in a show as chaotic as Horrid Henry. As an example, they're not ashamed to be in a club like Ballet Club, unlike Horrid Henry, by the way, who only goes because he's forced to by fuming Francesca. For William and Andrew, it's like no big deal. They want to do ballet? Why wouldn't they do ballet? Who cares what other people say? Although, naturally, Andrew is struck by a wave of anxiety on the night of the final performance. He's anxious, Andrew, guys. Clues in the name.
Ooh, my tummy feels funny.
This Reddit user insightfully commented on Andrew's portrayal. They said, William and Andrew stick out from some other characters. They actually show sadness. When Henry's sad, he lashes out. When Margaret's sad, she's meaner. But when Andrew or William are sad, they actually show that they're sad. It teaches kids that it's okay to cry or be anxious sometimes. Shout out to that Reddit user for nailing what makes these characters so unique. We've dove deep into the vulnerable side of anxious Andrew so far. Let's move on to the next season of Horrid Henry and see if Andrew can finally find some courage. Consider hitting that join button below for exclusive Horrid Henry members only videos. Thank you, back to the video. Andrew's shining moment arrives in Season 2, specifically in the episode Horrid Henry School Play. And in this episode we see the nervous Andrew from the books, the terrified Andrew from Season 1. We see that character briefly, just for a moment, but oh, what a moment. We see a new anxious Andrew in this episode, one filled with a newfound depth and a newfound determination. The episode chronicles Andrew's transformation, and it's filled with hilarity, it's filled with emotional triumph, and it ends with disaster. It's anxious Andrew, guys. What did you expect? You shouldn't have got your hopes up. No offense, Andrew, love ya, but it was always going to end badly. The setup of this episode is classic Horrid Henry. Madame Tutu gives Henry the role of King of the Fairies, much to Henry's utter mortification. Henry, being Henry, convinces someone else to take on the part. Who does it go to? Well, the title of this video might be a clue. It's Anxious Andrew.
Someone else would be much better in such a, fantastic role.
Lacum.
Andrew! What?
What follows is not just a crisis of confidence training montage, but a touching display of friendship.
God, Andrew! Imagine elves, one of the enemy elves! Yeah! Go, Andrew!
Henry, Aerobic Al, Brainy Brian, and Rude Ralph rally around Andrew, each lending their unique talents to help him succeed.
2, 3, 3.5, 4.
Even Beefy Bert joins in, though he's as clueless as ever.
And Beefy Bert! Bert, what are you doing here?
I don't know.
I have a theory that this guy's a Buddhist monk, by the way. Go check out that video. Don't know what I was thinking. It's crazy. From sword fights and heroic stances to repeated reminders that it's treetops, not carrot tops, the gang's unwavering support gradually sparks a flicker of self-belief in Andrew.
And go!
We will fight them in the, carrot tops.
No!
Oh, raindrops?
Their encouragement transforms his initial anxiety into determination, showing how friendship can be a powerful catalyst for growth. Slowly but surely, Andrew begins to shed his doubts and embrace the idea that he might just have what it takes to step into the spotlight.
I'll never remember that.
Think of a tree wearing a top.
Like mine.
Oh, okay.
What is he doing?
He's beginning to believe.
And the stark contrast between anxious Andrew's steely resolve and Weepy William's failed audition is the cherry on top, where Andrew is heroic, channeling his inner anxiety into effort. William just completely crumbles. He ends up leaving the stage before he even delivers a line.
Next.
I don't want to do this.
Andrew, however, as I said, he steps up and delivers a heartfelt performance during the audition. Go on, Andrew, son. The Snipe Army's with ya. We're with ya, son. Get in there.
Them in the treetops. We will fight them in the mountains. And we will fight them in the fairy rings of old. And we will never, never, never give up!
You crazy son of a bitch, you're dead.
Bravo! Bravo! Well done, Andrew.
His speech, "We will fight them in the treetops, we will fight them in the mountaintops," garners a rapturous reception from Madame Tutu, who crowns anxious Andrew as king of the fairies.
Oh, I got the part!
Yeah, go team Andrew!
This moment for me stands out as the highlight of anxious Andrew across all 5 seasons of Horrid Henry, and it's a testament to his inner strength and a testament to the support from his friends, which is actually quite heartfelt throughout this entire episode. On the night of the play, Andrew starts strong, impressing even Horrid Henry with his delivery.
What a cold, dark day this is for the kingdom of the fairies. But we must face these times together!
He's great.
For a fleeting moment, it seems Andrew has overcome his stage fright entirely. But then, Greedy Graham strikes again. Damn you, Greedy Graham, damn you to hell.
Up to the carrot tops!
The treetops.
Spotting Graham munching on a carrot in the audience, Andrew falters, transforming his line about treetops into a chaotic mix of carrot tops, raindrops, and mop tops.
I mean, the raindrops!
Treetops!
Mop tops!
The audience gasps, and Andrew, overwhelmed, bolts off stage in tears. Damn you to hell, Greedy Graham. I'm not even kidding. Damn you!
I think you mean treetops.
I can't do this anymore!
Poor anxious Andrew. Do you know what? Let's show the guy some support. Type King of the Fairies in the comments below to give Andrew his confidence back, because he may not have made it, but he came this close to pulling off the performance of a lifetime, and for someone that suffers from anxiety, that's a huge thing. Kudos.
Perfect for the role of the king. King of the fairies.
So get typing, guys. Get typing in those comments. Let's get the top upvoted comment as King of the Fairies to show our support for anxious Andrew. Anyway, despite his mishap, the growth of anxious Andrew is commendable, especially when you compare it to the books and to season 1 of the TV show. For a brief moment, Andrew conquers his fears and stands tall. And remember, in my opinion, I don't think that book anxious Andrew would even have attempted to be in the school play. So kudos to you, dude. Kudos. It's a small victory, but it comes within a sea of anxiety, and to me, it makes Andrew so much more of a relatable character and so much more of a sympathetic character. Before this episode, I kind of didn't notice him much, but after this, I had to stand up and take notice, and I think you guys will now too. Anxious Andrew's journey from book to screen is a testament to how a one-dimensional character can be transformed into something much more meaningful. In Francesca Simon's books, Andrew is a caricature of anxiety played for laughs and exaggerated to absurd levels. But in the TV series, Andrew becomes a symbol of resilience and growth. His failures may outweigh his successes, but the fact that he tries at all is what makes him so endearing. I've been critical of Horrid Henry writers in the past, especially for their portrayals of Henry's parents, but credit where credit is due, they did a great job with Anxious Andrew. Kudos to you, Lucinda Whiteley, you deserve it for this good effort. So, whether he's trembling on stage, whether he's getting scared of fake sharks in the pool, or whether he's just hanging out and providing emotional support to his buddy, Weepy William, you gotta be honest, there's a lot more to Anxious Andrew than first meets the eye. Andrew is not just a scaredy cat. No offense, oh, I forgot. Lucky left me.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Anyway, as I was saying, he's not just a scaredy cat, he's a character who's willing to face his fears, however, reluctantly. And in the Horrid Henry universe, where there's so many overbearing characters, you know, you've got your Moody Margarets, you've got your Horrid Henrys, you've got your stuck-up Steves, the way that Andrew acts, especially in that episode, for me, it's nothing more than heroic. I hope you've enjoyed this video today, and you'll probably watch it again in a few weeks because Streamed will make a weird AI version of it. He did it after all with my Rude Ralph video and many others, but at least you've seen the original human video. Special thank you to the Snipe Army. You guys enable me to keep making human, I'm human, okay? Not AI, human, Horrid Henry content. I'm going to put their names on the screen right now. Cheers guys, you're legends! Consider hitting that join button below for exclusive members only videos, early access to some videos, and cool custom emojis. All human created. See ya on the other side. Lucky will be back for the next one, I'm gonna make sure he is, don't worry. Snipe, snap, out. Cheers guys, see you soon.